What Jesus looks like. What do you see? Robe, crown of thorns, beard, Jesus's, maybe a halo? But what color is his skin? Today's baggage, white Jesus. It's no secret that Jesus Christ, known in Christian circles as the Son of God, is often depicted as a white man with long, luscious locks. But how did Jesus ever become so widely accepted as being white? Films, TV, even cartoons have been pushing this representation. And we can't forget when Megyn Kelly brought Jesus into her infamous Santa meltdown.
Jesus was a white man too, but you know, it's like...
Slow your roll. From what I can remember of my Sunday school days, the Bible stories take place in what is now called the Middle East. I chatted with Professor Carrie Day, an associate professor of constructed theology and African American religion at Princeton, to help me figure out where I should begin. How is Jesus physically described in the Bible?
We really don't see any depiction sort of phenotypically of what Jesus looks like in the biblical text, and that was intentional. I think that it's important to note that in the early Christian communities, there was actually an avoidance of putting images of Jesus. In general, images of God were seen as idolatry.
But we do know that in the Bible, Jesus' feet are compared to burnished bronze.
However you fall on what Revelation means, we already have clues. The first clue is that he was a Jewish man. They were nomadic people. Part of the misnomer is that a Jew is a Jew that phenotypically looks like a European Jew. And we tend to sort of ascribe that to the way Jesus looked and who Jesus was. But instead, what I'm suggesting is that you had all of these diverse diasporas, many of them that were Afro-Asiatic, that in many ways then helps us to reflect on Jesus in our contemporary language as a person of color.
So, Jesus might not be a white dude? This is a touchy subject, a hotly contested debate. Scholars, lay people, no one seems to agree. With all of his Jesus speaking parables, I found myself having a tough time. So I called on someone who was called on by the Lord. Gary V. Simpson is the head pastor of the Concord Baptist Church of Christ. He's also an associate professor of homiletics.
When you want to sound important, it's just saying I'm the preaching professor, you say I teach homiletics.
Simpson was the son of a preacher, but coming up, he was pretty clear on what he believed Jesus looked like.
I never really got caught up in the kind of dominant whiteness of Christ. I know that there were depictions of the blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus in places because those were the people who were publishing the materials that we were reading in our local Sunday schools.
Can you just elaborate a bit on that, how we sort of came to have this widely accepted depiction?
I don't know how widely accepted it is. I think it is Westernly accepted. When we read the Bible and the expansion of Christianity, we're actually talking about its Western movement.
Y'all know what he's talking about. That saying, to the victor goes the spoils. Let's go all the way back to the 4th century. Here's how it went down. Constantine, an emperor in ancient Rome, converted to Christianity. Later, it was legalized and became the official religion of the Roman Empire.
Hallelujah.
Christians were no longer persecuted. This changed the entire game. As the Roman Empire expanded, so did its ideologies and cultures. And of course, the dominating representation of a European white Jesus.
From those moments on, expansion of this idea, we even talk about classical music or classic periods of art. We're really talking about Western period.
And Western like white.
And Western like white, yeah.
But the earliest paintings of Jesus popped up around the 3rd century CE. This is a couple of centuries after Jesus lived. So I hit up an art scholar who could take us back in time. This is Dr. Pamela Patton. She's the director of the Index of Medieval Art at Princeton University. So how did those illustrations look? Can you describe them for us?
A lot of them, especially the very, very early ones, were quite subtle, and this is because they emerged when Christianity was still not officially legal in the Roman Empire.
So initially, since Christianity wasn't legal, artists had to be discreet with their work. Fast forward to the 4th and 5th century, Christianity became the official Roman religion. Remember that whole spiel about Constantine?
That's when you begin to see more imperial, royal images of Christ. You see, enthroned figures. You see the sort of bearded philosopher type being brought in. So in early Christian images, we're talking about images that are made in the Mediterranean and the old Roman Empire. The people in charge there, the consumers and makers of images, are largely white people, white Mediterranean people. Later on, I think that color begins to acquire a kind of more self-conscious symbolic weight in a lot of images, and particularly by the middle of the Middle Ages, you start to see dark skin and light skin really becoming freighted with meanings.
So what did these colors mean?
As you follow the texts and eventually the images into the later Middle Ages, you see that people begin to use color visually as well as a metaphor for sinfulness or purity, and sometimes as a metaphor for sort of evil versus good. Later on, you also start to see color associated with foreignness and difference.
How have the expectations of portraits evolved from then to now?
I think it's important to recognize that the expectations people had of portraiture in the era when images of Jesus were developing are very different from the expectations we bring to portraiture today. When images of Jesus developed, first of all, they didn't have much idea what he looked like, and second, it wasn't as big a concern as creating a sort of consistent, recognizable image that told you the things you really needed to know about who he was and why he was important.
Despite the intention of early artists, this white Jesus stuck and was carried on by the popular culture. Even though some countries have their own artistic versions of Jesus, in the United States, this idea of a European-looking Jesus can have dangerous implications. Tabitha L. Jones-Jalvet, a professor of higher education and one of the authors of White Jesus, says that there has been a whitewashing process over time and that white Jesus is a function of white supremacy.
White Jesus is so much more than an icon. It's not neutral. And it's not neutral because it has been proliferated and it's expanded in terms of its presence over centuries. And it has been largely tied to what we call an imperial project, the agenda of a nation state. So when we think about sort of racial apartheid in the United States, which continues, we see that racial apartheid can be sustained using the white supremacist logic that flows from white Jesus. So I see the white savior mythology as serving the interest of white power and white supremacy. And I think that the gospel of Jesus has nothing to do with that.
There are some real-world implications to this theory. Here on the White Jesus book cover, there is a common portrayal of blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus. And on the other side is an image that's based off of a drawing by Dylan Roof, the man who killed 9 worshipers at the Mother Emanuel African Methodist Church in Charleston, South Carolina. He drew this image while he was in jail. But this goes beyond Dylan Roof. Remember Professor Day? She says that the history of subjugation towards people of color in the U.S. was justified by a white-looking Jesus.
The European-looking Jesus, in many ways, was actually used to support the system of white superiority and black inferiority in this nation. Most clergymen during the founding of the colonies, the founding of America and onward, were the ones who were writing about the biblical basis for the inferiority of the black race. And that, in fact, it was a responsibility of the white race to civilize the heathen, to civilize a pagan nation. So a part of that process was employing iconography. It was employing symbols and metaphors and images that could corroborate, that could fund, that could support this particular system of slavery, of colonization, intercolonization here, and eventually of segregation.
Whew, that was a lot. Today, Christians are the largest religious group in the world. They make up about 1/3 of the world's population. That's a lot of people that might see this kind of imagery without realizing the implications. But do Christians even care what Jesus looked like?
Because we don't have any artifacts that really show us this was Jesus, what Jesus looked like. Jesus becomes, for all of us, a symbol. I won't ever say in a world.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of great millstone on the root well, and teach about correctly, sincerity, and truth. And shalom to you brothers out there that's tuning into this video. And the whole point of this video, you know what I'm saying, was to prove that Esau is being exposed. You know what I'm saying? The truth is coming out. You know, you even had that woman in that video saying that, you know, the whole point of making, you know, so-called Jesus Christ, which his real name is Yahweh Shai, white, was to upraise the heathen. She literally said that, you know, these people are heathens. Another point was, you know what I'm saying, really the whole point of this video too was to get the comments. I had to play the video so you guys can understand what these comments are going into, because, you know what I'm saying, these are a whole bunch of people that know that Esau is a damn, you know, that so-called Jesus Christ is not a white man. So look at these comments, man. They want him to resemble the image of Esau. See, these people know that, you know, the so-called white man is Esau according to the scriptures. I'm a black man and proud exactly who the Lord made me, you know. It doesn't say what he looked like. Bro, it's all through the text. That's right, it's all through the text, man. It tells you what he looked like. See, we're in times where Esau is being exposed. Esau is being made bare. His secret places are uncovered right now. Yeah, he indeed was a man of color. Simple, if you repeat it often enough, people will start to believe, and that's right. You know, Esau's enchantments and witchcraft and sorcery, you know, all that stuff that is wearing off on us, you know what I'm saying? You know, Most High numbered Esau's days, you know, on us being programmed to this stuff, man. And that programming, those enchantments are wearing off. Why? Because the Most High is putting His Spirit upon all flesh. They whitewash everything. We know it was to look up to them. That's right. Yep. See, look, these people know, man. So the truth has been spread across the four corners of the earth, man. A lot of people are waking up at these times, man. Yeah, so you want to watch the rest of this video? It's like literally like 2 minutes left. You know, here's the title of it. How Jesus became widely accepted as being white. You know, that's the title of the video. But yeah, I just had a few precepts though. Book of Jeremiah. Let me get this. Actually, no. Jeremiah 49 verse 10. Let me get the whole thing out. But I have made Esau bare. And that's right, Esau is being made bare. You know what I'm saying? He's being made clear who he is. You know, the Most High has took that face mask that mask that Esau, you know, portrayed himself as a good man, as a white pure person. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, he's all good, and you know what I'm saying? No, Esau is only good to do evil. He's only wise to do evil. This Esau is no righteous man. He's created literally to be the wicked. There's no righteousness in him. That's the reason why he's gonna go to slavery for 1,000 years and be exterminated. Because what's the point of having this wicked ass person just roam around the earth? He's gonna be useless. So after we get done doing what we do with him, you know what I'm saying, he rebuilds the kingdom, you know what I'm saying, or he's gonna have a hard time doing that, because Esau is just horrible at just doing anything. He has no salt, he has no flavor, he can't make food, he can't, you know what I'm saying. He's just gonna be planting, you know what I'm saying, just working his ass off, just because he made us work our ass off. You know, it's gonna be like a little test dummy, but yeah, you know. But I'm continuing on the scripture. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. That's right. The Most High has uncovered his secret places. It's no secret who this damn devil is no more. Everybody is against this devil now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know who he is. You know what I'm saying? It's exposed that this man been sex trafficking, you know, little black kids. You know what I'm saying? Taking the organs. It's been doing adrenochrome, which adrenochrome is when you we take a black child, you know what I'm saying, little Jake child, and you torture him. And then when his blood gets when he gets that adrenaline, his blood gets purified, and then that's when they extract his blood and they drink it, and it gets them like a high or something like that, you know. You know, his secret pleasure undiscovered. It's no secret that Esau is a damn pedophile. Esau's the damn devil. If you go to Job 9:24, man, it goes into that the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. If not, then who is he? This is the damn devil, man. Who is the one oppressing our people, man? It's the damn devil, Esau. He's oppressing everybody, but our people the most. Because the Most High created him to oppress us. Continue on, and he shall not be able to hide himself. And that's right. The Most High said he's not gonna be able to hide himself. So Esau can no longer hide himself. The truth been brought out. The truth is out, man. You can't. There's too many videos being brought out about who this damn devil is. You can't overthrow the counsel of the Most High, because the men of the Lord are on the highways and byways every day exposing who Esau is. So he can no longer hide himself. So his only way that he can try to hide himself, which is not gonna work, is to EMP this place, man. To shut down the internet. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be too late, because the truth has already went across the four corners of the earth. Everybody already know who you are. So you hiding yourself, it's not gonna work anymore, because we know who you are. You can no longer hide yourself. We're not in that enchant. We're not enchanted no more. We're not in your witchcraft. We're not in your programming no more, man. We woke out of that. We woke out of our sleep. You know, it's the Most High did it. The Most High put His Spirit upon all flesh. Let me get that out of the scripture. His seed is spoiled in his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. That's right, he is not. I'm gonna get that scripture real quick. You know, because the Most High is pouring His Spirit upon all flesh. That's why you look into these celebrities, man. These celebrities are even breaking out who Esau is. And these celebrities, man, they got a big fan base. They got a high, number of people watching them. So when these celebrities pushing them out, that's even pushing the truth even further, man. These celebrities are just created to further the truth. Not saying these celebrities are prophets and nothing like that, but they're going to expose Esau too, and that's going to wake more of the elect. So let me get that real quick. That's in Acts. Find that real quick. Slovakia. Let's look at Acts 2:17. And this will kind of pass in the last days, and we're clearly in the last days right now. So this is why all this is happening. Said the Lord, the Most High, I will pour out all my Spirit upon all flesh. The Most High is pouring out all of His Spirit upon all flesh. And that's the reason why everybody's exposing who the damn devil is, Esau. Because the Most High's Spirit is upon all people. You know what I'm saying? And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. And your young men shall see visions. And your old men shall dream dreams. That's right. So it's going into, you know what I'm saying? These people are going to be prophesying in these days, man. Because why? The Most High is pouring His Spirit upon all flesh. You literally had a man in the Philippines, a Filipino man, prophesying, you know what I'm saying, going into the names of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and saying that he's not a white man, he's a black man. His name is Yahweh Shai. Literally a Filipino man. Why? Because the Most High is pouring His Spirit upon all flesh. So a lot of people are prophesying. It doesn't mean that they are the elect, but they're still prophesying. And on my look, this is separated from us. This verse 18. And on my servants and my handmaids, on my servants and on my handmaids. And who are the servants and handmaids? Those are the elect. I will pour out in those days of my Spirit, and they shall prophesy. And that's what we're doing. We're on the highways and byways, you know what I'm saying, prophesying. But the Lord, of course, the Lord poured His Spirit upon all flesh, but not all these people are servants and handmaids, because these celebrities, man, like Nick Cannon, you know what I'm saying, I forgot this football player, Sean Jackson or something like that, or these celebrities, man, they prophesy for a little bit, but after that they go right back into that spell. They forgive Esau, they apologize. You ain't supposed to apologize to this damn devil, man. Either that you with the Lord or you with that mammoth. You cannot serve two masters. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing with us. We are strictly with Yahweh Shem Yahushai wholeheartedly. These celebrities and other people, man, they're trying to serve two masters, man. But it comes to the realization that you can only serve one. You gotta drop all to follow Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all that fame, money, and all that shit. You gotta drop all that and follow Yahweh Shem Yahushai wholeheartedly. If not, you know what I'm saying, then the Most High not gonna deal with you, because you can only serve Him and nothing else. You know. Continue on. Get that shit. And he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled. That's right. His seed is spoiled. And literally, Esau's seed is literally spoiled. If you look at Esau now and look at him back in the days, man, Esau looks horrible now. Like he's getting more redder. He's getting more uglier. You know what I'm saying? He looks depressed. You know what I'm saying? He's over there killing his family. You know, because his seed is spoiled, man. His seed is worthless. His seed is trash. You know what I'm saying? He's spoiled now. And his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. You know what I'm saying? That's right. He is not. He's ultimately going to be not when he goes in captivity. He's going to be, you know, so everybody can look at him like, is this the man? This the man who had us in captivity? Is this he? This is the man that oppressed oppressed the nations? This worthless cave beast right here? Man, everything's against Esau, man. Even the sun, man, and the sun is a natural thing right there. You know, people who have melanin, you're supposed to receive. The sun is not supposed to harm you, but the sun literally harms Esau. That's why they made a thing called sunblock, literally to block the sun out of their skin, because the sun literally kills Esau. You know, yeah, that's a point. But let me go ahead and get this real quick. This book of 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 3. Slakia. I'm just gonna get in the Bible. It's taking too long. Yep, 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there be a falling away first. That's right. A day of Yahweh Shem Yahushua shall not come, or the day where the day Yahweh Shem Yahushua shall not come except there be a falling away first, and we already fell away. You know what I'm saying? So that already happened. That prophecy has been fulfilled. And that man of sin be revealed. And who's that man of sin, man? That's Esau. He's the wicked man. He's the man of sin. And Esau is plainly being revealed. His skirts are being lifted up. His shame is being seen. You know what I'm saying? The son of perdition, who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God. And that's what Esau does, man. He exalts himself. He pretend like he is the Most High. He is God. Follow me. I'm this. I'm that. Esau, you're nothing but a damn devil. You know what I'm saying? Or that is worship. See, people really worship Esau, man. People literally is on here kissing Esau's ass, especially this so-called black woman. You look, all these black women is wearing weave, man, looking like a damn white girl. You know what I'm saying? So that he as God sitting in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. See, you Edomites, man, but you guys are not God. You guys are literally counted as nothing, less than nothing, according to 2nd Ezra 6:54 or 50, something like that, yeah. So you guys nothing. Actually, I'm gonna get that out. Because you guys are less than nothing. You guys are counted as spittle. And that's for all you nations, really. So this is verse 656. As for the other people which had also come up Adam, who are the other people which also come up Adam? These strangers, man, the heathens. See, because everybody. No, let me just make it more sense by reading verse 54. So this is verse 54. And after these, Adam, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. So we all came out of Adam, right? And the people also whom thou hast chosen. So and the chosen, which is the Israelites. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. That's right. The Lord made the world for our sakes, for our people, man. But because our people have transgressed against the Lord and been disobedient and rebellious, the Lord has unpunished us. By who? By the so-called white man. But our punishment is coming to end. Because Esau's days are numbered, man. His kingdom is numbered. He wasn't gonna rule forever. You know what I'm saying? So we're under this punishment, but his punishment this curse is coming up, and now the curse is going to go upon him, and we're going to receive the world, and we're never going to go in captivity again. After this kingdom, man, there's never going to be another captivity ever again. We're going to inherit the earth and the kingdom forever, and even forever. You know what I'm saying? So this is the last one. This is why we got to rejoice. This is beautiful times that we're in. We're about to receive an everlasting kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Everlasting rest. You can't even think how beautiful that is. You know, we're literally created to be gods. How can I see? That's why I be so confused on the streets, man. You tell Jake this on the highways, mileage, man. It's like they don't want nothing. They want cars and money, but most often to give us something exceedingly better than that. A whole Earth, a whole planet. That's better than a damn car that's not even yours. That you still gotta pay. You still gotta pay insurance on. You know what I'm saying? See, because Jake is simple, man. 2/3 of Jake is simple. That's why they got to be destroyed to come back to the loins of the elect, so they can come out righteous. Because right now, 2/3 of our people are of the father of the devil. They do whatever the devil does. They want to partake in whatever the devil partakes in. You know. So that's why 2/3 of y'all got to be destroyed. But I'm gonna continue on. As for the other people, which also come up Adam, that was said that they are nothing. That's right. As for the other people, who are the other people? These other nations, man. The people that are not Israelites. Thou hast said that they are nothing, so these other people are nothing. Nothing. Mostly I counted them as nothing. These people don't matter. You guys nothing but bots. You guys nothing but, you know what I'm saying, bots and servants for the Israelites. You guys are nothing. It just is what it is. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you think about it. It doesn't matter what your opinion is. You guys are nothing. But be like on the spittle. So the Most High is counting you guys as spittle. As spit. You don't regard spit. When you spit, you just keep walking. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? You let it dry up. You spit on the ground, you let it dry up, and whatever happens to it. We don't care about it. And as likened the abundance of them that drop. It's like it. And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So you guys are likened from a drop that falleth from the vessel. So if I had a whole bucket of water, man, and I drop, you know what I'm saying, just a little drop of water, am I going to regard, oh, damn, I dropped some water. I dropped this little drop of water. Damn, I can't pick it up. No, you're going to keep walking. That shit is nothing. Like, I still got this big-ass bottle of water right here, or big-ass, bucket of water right here. What the hell I'm going to regard that water? You know what I'm saying for? It's nothing. So Esau, man, you guys are nothing. You know? And you guys going to be our servants. According to, let me just get it real quick. Because he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Esau, you're being exposed. And ultimately, you're going to be more exposed when the scripture going to pass. If I can remember. Lucky. But it says in the scripture, man, he that leadeth to captivity. There we go. Revelation 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go in captivity, man. And this is why Esau, you're being exposed to a high level, man, because we're preparing you guys for captivity. You know? You guys will be prepared for the sword in captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. That's right. You guys are getting ready to be killed for the sword. Here's the patience and faith of the saints. That's right. And that's our patience. That's our faith. That's why we're on the highways and byways laboring so much, because you want to see our enemies fall. You know what I'm saying? We want to be at the top, because we're supposed to be at the top. You know, you guys are gonna be slaughtered out here, man. You know. Let's see. So remember that scripture. No, you guys gonna be slaughtered out here. It's right there. Wow. So look, Isaiah 14 verse 31. Prepare slaughter. That's right. The Most High is telling you, prepare slaughter. Prepare slaughter. So the Most High is literally preparing you guys for that slaughter. That's why everybody's waking up. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys realize that you guys are going to be slaughtered pretty soon. I know you guys feel that too. I know you Edomites know that you guys are going to be slaughtered. You know. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. That's right. The Most High telling you guys, prepare slaughter. For why? For the iniquity of your fathers, man. For what did your father do to us, man? You guys had us in bondage. feeding our babies to alligators, man. You Edomite men was raping Israelite men, homosexual acts, cutting our balls off, just doing all these, abominable, horrible acts to us, man. So the Most High is telling you guys, prepare slaughter. Why? For his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, for their iniquity. They do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with city. That's right. So the Most High is saying, prepare slaughter, man, so they don't rise again, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. This is the reason why you guys have to go in captivity, man. So you guys cannot rise again. You know what I'm saying? So you guys must go in captivity. And after that, you gotta be exterminated, man, because we cannot trust you guys, man. We don't trust you Edomites, man, because you guys literally created to be wicked. You guys literally created to try to overcome righteousness. But ultimately, when the Most High is in rulership, when the Most High is back on the earth, and Yahweh Shai is back on earth, and back down, you ultimately can't overthrow us again. It's over. So you guys are gonna be useless. So we're gonna exterminate you guys after 1,000 years of captivity. So the point of this lesson was that Esau is being made bare. He's being exposed. You know what I'm saying? After that, he's going to be in captivity, serving the men of the Lord. Yes, with that, I'm going to close up right there. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. Duwadi by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom to you brothers out there that's tuning into this video. Shalom.